Sunday fun day was very fun. My friend from Ireland, Roxy, blew my mind this morning, dude. She was just like, she should be psychic, right? I was just like, oh my god, like all this stuff. I was impressed. Very, very, very tuned in. Um, Man, people are so beautiful. Hawaii is such a mesh of all the influences of all over the world. Hawaii is just this little like culture stew. It's just so amazing. Um, you know, floating island out here in the middle of the Pacific. It's wild, dude. Hyper evolution energy vortex. Um, when it comes down to the the sun and the Earth's electromagnetic coupling connections, like as the sun and the Earth spin around, we're transferring energy. Like those filament lines, on the magnet when the magnetic shape, just the torus. They just like when they couple, like when they turn, there's vortex lightning speed transfer of energy. So when an X-ray flare is, it travels the speed of light and it affects Earth's electromagnetism. And there's filaments that go from Earth back to the sun and funnel energy. So it's just like the cycle is. I mean, it's electricity. It equalizes through, ponderometric force. It It's plasma. It's just like hyper. Got to figure out where it wants to go. You know. So yeah, it was just blowing my mind thinking about the rain. Um, Today was so beautiful, and it's just how the rain, in most circumstances, is directly created on Earth and on site in the double layer plasma layer from the filament connection from the sun to the Earth. It's the hydrogen from the solar wind. The sun is just blasting out hydrogen mostly, constant, all the way past Pluto, and our atmosphere is oxidizing Earth, like the life force on Earth is creating oxygen. Like everything is, and the plankton are the number one. Um, right, the plankton are producing most of it, actually. I think. And right, algae and all this stuff. So it's pretty cool to think about. But yeah, the hydrogen from the sun and the the rain is just like electricity. So you see these like supercells and tornadoes and all this, and I have like this understanding, this connection between the sun and the earth. That as we're just spinning around, we're just like drawing. The circuit is just pulling power, dude, just like generate energy. And what I was getting at was that Hawaii is the only thing really, like the only anode on this whole half of the planet if you look at, you know, the globe, it's just like the only thing for the magnetic fields lines to couple to. So there's just like this vortex. And so we wonder, and it is a mystery of science, like literally. Like you can watch all the documentaries and they will point it out to you. They believe in plate tectonics and right subduction, all this crazy stuff, but like there's the proof of subduction, like there hasn't been, like we attribute certain features, you know, like the distances from volcanoes, like you know, under the continental plates and stuff, and we're judging and attributing these hotspots, right? um the ring of fire to subduction, but it's not necessary. If we actually look back to the hypotheses that they were considering back in the day with expanding Earth, or you know, um, the Pangea theory and the subduction and all that, like the scientists in the 1950s or whatever were actually leaning towards the expanding Earth theory. And so I just, you know, to me it makes sense. It's just so simple. If you like subtract the ocean, the age of the ocean floor, and you close the crusts down, and you see all of the pieces fit together like perfectly on a smaller Earth. So the Earth is like growing for sure in bursts, like just bursts, like every time the sun does this a micronova, it probably just like sizzle, like the just imagine this a hydrogen wave blasting from the sun as it pops. When the sun goes through the galactic arm, you know, we go from the negative to the positive side of the galactic arm. We're like traveling down this electric current filament. Our star is just like, and all the planets are flying around. You know what I mean? Every time we go from the negative to the positive, there's just like, just a, it like sparks, and it poofs, and we see these planetary nebulae, and other stars are all aligned perpendicularly. So this is what I called out in 2008 or something, that galaxies have magnetic fields because all of those are parallel to each other. I was like, I could see the shape of the magnetic field lines, right? So like I could see the you know, my pattern seeing eyes. I was like, that's the magnetic field. You can see it. So anyway, we're in a vortex of energy and it's expanding. And yeah, like Hawaii is kind of like the center of the most expansive like spot on Earth. Like it's just a bubble that's and the Pacific spread is just wild. If you look at your globe, it is just like, and so, and then you, if you connect the pieces all back together, South America and North America were like, what? Like they opened up, like, dude, it is crazy. And then so New Zealand and all that stuff sunk as everything just went down, and then the Central America in the Gulf and all that actually got like kinked and bent around, and so like, I'm like, it's crazy um to imagine like what it was like to be like on the surface of Earth during this, you know, during these episodes. But if you look at the ocean floor, there's just like these straight lines that go, you like stretch marks. Like, so I'm saying it's probably likely that it happens all at once, just like it looks like it happens all at once. And the hydrogen plasma from the solar wind, I mean, no, from like a micronova event would like take our oxygen, instantaneous hail. I mean, Noah's floods. Noah's like that. I mean, the Bible's all the old. There's many myths, like ancient stories about the flood. The global flood is a reoccurring uh, um, concern, and this explains it. It's just totally is real, and the so I'm looking at the chain of Hawaii islands, and they're just how they're and then we are on the next corner, you know, like like it's about to do its thing. I mean, it's so that brings me to what I've witnessed since I've lived here. They cracked this island open like humans. Maybe we were helped by aliens. Maybe we were, you know what I mean? Like shown what to do and how to go. Oh, sorry, I was crying earlier. Dude, I'm really I feel like I have to just like describe my hypothesis and my understanding of science and the place we're at with the magnetic excursion and everything that's happened to me. Um, it is crazy that I have been drawn to Hawaii my whole life. Like it was like God was just like trying to make sure that I was here for this. I could have fought tooth and nail and whatever, and I just, you know what I mean? Like I was ushered over here for a special purpose, and it was to see these anomalies, these magnetic connections, and to understand like the impacts and the what it takes to create certain types of glass and silicates and rock and like I had to be the one to see like as a glass blower and then to arrive at Green Sands Beach and see lightning glass fulgurite at the level that I did. Just I mean just this crater is it's inexplicable. I mean, so and that I'm diving now into like the chemistry and fusion. You know, olivine is supposed to be coming from the like deep in the core or whatever, but we also find olivine crystals in meteorites. And so we might I mean, dude, how's it going? Oh wow. Yeah, maybe. Where are you? Dude, oh, I was doing some very important work. What's that? You're in Pahoa? You're by Longs in Pahoa. This is Eric? Yeah, okay. You got Koa Garcia on here? Oh. Well, I see. I mean, dude, you scaredy cat. Dude, man, I'm doing some fucking TV, bro. I'm on TV. Don't you know? I'm talking science on fucking TV. It's important. All right. What do you want me to save your longs? All right, I'll be there in a minute. All right. Fucking Jesus, I guess I'm saving Eric. All right, guys. I don't know what's going on with this thing. It got interrupted. Why did my, what the hell?